Well, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be trying something. We're going to be doing a multi-class race where we've got modern F1 cars as the first class and rental karts as the second class. And I wanted to see how much quicker the F1 cars are compared to the go-karts. Now, quick disclaimer: these are not like racing karts. These are rental karts. So these are like the slowest karts that you can get in the game. They've got bumpers on them, all that kind of thing. And yeah, we're just going to see how much faster the F1 cars are. One more message from me. Make sure you go join the Discord. A link will be in the description. You can chat with me or my other subscribers, all that kind of stuff. It would mean the world to me if you went and joined. So go do that. Link is in the description. But let's get straight into the racing. The crash in the back, that is... So here we are for the first race of the video. We've got go-karts versus F1 cars at Interlagos. 4 laps, starting at the back of the field in our class. We're going to get away very slowly. We're going to pick up a slipstream and then weave our way around some of these guys. And hopefully we might be up into the lead by turn 1. Does look like that's going to be the case. We're going to pull out. And yeah, look at that, straight up into P1. But as we look to the minimap at the top right of the screen, the F1 cars are already coming down into turn 4. But we're into turn 1 now. Nearly flat. Just a tiny little lift to make sure we don't spin. And then clipping that curve. And then we're going to use part of that curve as well on the inside through turn 3. But those guys are already through sector 1. So they're going to be catching us probably by the time we complete 1 lap of this circuit. We've got the karts coming up behind us. So we've got about a second lead over those guys, up to 107 kilometers an hour. And yeah, like I said, it is just a matter of time before those F1 cars catch us up. And when they do, it's going to be pretty awkward because we're going to have to get out of the way and try not to get rear-ended by a car going 6 times as fast. But oh, here comes one of the karts up the inside. They're going to use all the curb. He's going to get in front of us. We're going to tuck in behind, just like so. This should give us a little bit of slipstream as we head up the hill. We're going to pull to the inside, so we're actually going to start having a battle in this race. We go back up the inside, we're going to retake the lead. And then up the hill, we're going to put some distance. And those guys are already re-entering turn 4 on their second lap. So, although I set it to 4 laps for this race, we're probably, yeah, really only going to do 1 or 2 laps. Because those guys are so much faster. Oh, they're going to come back up our inside. I went wide. I'm going to lose a lot of places there. They all took a shallower line through that corner. We're going to repass the blue suited kart. A little bit of a screen freeze there, and I'm starting to fall back down the order. We've got blue flags now already. So the F1 cars are just catching up to the back of us. We can see in the virtual mirror, look at that. There they are. There's 3 of them. Now 4. We're going to pull back to the racing line. And we're going to try and capitalize. No, we've had a spin. I've spun in a rental kart. And I'm now blocking the F1 cars. And I can't get out of the way because he keeps pushing me. But we've caused a big crash. And now we're last in this race. We're going to have to try and speed up again. I can't believe I've spun a rental kart. Like the easiest car to drive in this game. And I've spun it through 180 degrees. Coming through Junsao, but we're going to get going again. We'll definitely be caught by the guys again, and we still haven't even completed 1 lap, so it's safe to say who the faster car is on the bigger circuits. We're going to go past this kart, nice and easy, up into 6th place, but we've got a long way to go if we want to catch up to the next kart. They're already coming through turn... Oh no, they're just entering turn 1 now, is P5 and P4. Just one moment, I'm recording. Okay, can you just give me 2 seconds and then you can? I'll tell you when. Alright, but down into turn 1 now, we really got to catch up with the P5 and classes. No, we've spun it again, we've spun the kart again. And this is not working out. These rental karts on a proper circuit, not really working out how I would have liked. But we'll get going again, and now I guess we just got to trundle around at the back of the field until we either get passed by one of the F1 cars again until we finish the race, or if we catch back up to the guys in front. But I've just noticed in the track map we've got an F1 car out of the race, so we're not going to be last. Someone's obviously had an accident somewhere. Oops. There goes the F1 car. I'm nearly going to spin out because of the wash. There goes the second one. And we'll get one more. There they go. Down into Junsao, and look at the speed difference. Almost like 280 kilometers an hour. We're going to use some of that curb. And I think this is going to be our last lap of the race. They've come past us 3 or 4 times now. And once we get to the finish line, this should be a white flag lap. Unless they go past us one more time. Oh, there goes another one. We're going to get one more coming through. We're going to pull off to the right-hand side. Let him go around the outside. There he goes. And up through turn 6. We're going to clip that curb on the inside. And we're nearly 5 seconds up on our personal best lap. We're going to stay flat to make sure it doesn't spin. There we go. So I think I'm spinning due to lift off oversteer. So I'm lifting and then it goes around. Round we go. 86 kilometers an hour. We're going to go to the right. Okay, but out of the right-hander, we're going to drop down the hill, clipping that apex. And we're just going to wait for the cars to catch us one more time. We're dead last in this race now. So it's just a matter of time before we get caught by the F1 cars. This is not our last lap yet, but if they catch us before the end of this lap, then they will put me on the white flag lap. But it doesn't look like it. They're maybe just a little bit too far back, unless they put in an absolute godly final sector. It doesn't look like it's going to be happening, and we're going to be completing 3 laps in this race. But as we head past the DRS board, past all the fans on the right-hand side, they're going to cut to the inside, crossing across the white line, past the antenna tower, staying to the left, really taking the shortest line because that doesn't really apply to go-karts because you just maintain that sort of similar speed, and across the line. And that is the end of this race, so they did lap us and did put us on the white flag. But that is the first race done. We were absolutely thrashed in the go-karts by the F1 cars, but now we're going to switch over to a go-kart track and see if the go-karts are quicker over there. So here we go, for our second and final race of this video. We're staying with the Brazil theme at the Interlagos karting circuit at the Sao Paulo GP. We're going to get going now, starting from the back of the karting field. We're going to get right around the outside already, but look at the F1 cars. They're already breaking away from the rest of the pack. We're going around the outside of the green cart, and then missing that apex slightly. But look at the F1 cars. They're already miles out in front, so even on the karting tracks, the F1 cars are still monumentally faster. Clipping that apex there, using all the track. We're still trying to catch up with the leader. We do want to win this race. At least win the race and beat all the karting drivers. Round we go, the right-hander. Oh, a little bit of understeer there. Nearly went off the circuit. We've got a car on our right. We're going to hold it around the outside. No, we've been pushed off. I'm in the wall, and I've killed all the tyres. It's saying we've got severe damage, and we're going to have to pit. We're going to have to get a restart here. Okay, so take 2. Here at the karting track. It's going to be lights out, and away we go. We're going to try a different approach. We're going to go... Actually, no, we're not. I was going to say we're going to go to the inside, but they're going to cover that off pretty well. So now we're going to switch to the inside, and that was a better move. So we're up the inside into the lead of the race. We've got a car on our right. We're going to cover him off. Now we've got a car on the left. That's the other leading karting driver, but we're going to stay in front. But once again, look at the F1 cars. We can see on the mini-map up there, they just get away from us so quickly. Clipping that curb. And now I guess our task is just going to be defend and try and hold this lead until the end of the race. Once again, we've only got 4 laps. We're probably only going to do maybe 2 or 3. It sort of depends on how quick we are and how quick the F1 cars are. Down into the right-hander. That was a lovely apex there. And coming out up to 50 kilometers an hour. Small lift. Clipping that curb, making sure we don't unsettle the kart at all. And we nearly did there. It was a little bit of a moment. But they're coming across the start-finish line now. So they're already completed 1 lap. We're still on lap 1. We're going to lift. Try get through the fast chicane. And we've just about done that. So through we go nicely. Oh, and we've actually got a car up our inside. I don't really know where he came from. We're going to attack him back. 1 lap done in this race for us. Oh, we just got hit a bit there. He gave us a little bit of a rear end. We're going to cover the inside. Nicely done. And we're going to move out to the outside to cover off that move from the second place kart. There go the F1 cars. They're all going through there now. And they're actually catching up to us a bit. As, oh, I just got a hit on the inside. He tried having a look at us, but we're going to cover it off. Just about. Over the curbs. And bouncing through the quite a quick chicane. Clipping that apex a lot better on that lap. Swinging out to the left. Cutting back into the right. Trying not to hit the tyres like we did on the first attempt. And then around we go. The leader's already in the same sector as us. So they're going to be lapping us pretty soon. They're on lap 3 of 4. So it looks like they're only going to catch us and lap us once. So not as quick as on the proper F1 track at Hermanos Jose Carlos Parche. But into the final corner. We're not going to have anyone come up our inside that time. But there come the leaders. They're in that final chicane. We're on to lap 3. They're going to be starting their final lap. No, I've made a mistake. Ah, and I'm off. I don't believe it. We're throwing away another win. These cars are just so hard to control on the brakes. I should have been more cautious. There goes the first F1 car. We might be able to pick up a tow or something. Who knows? But hopefully he really slows up the karts in front and we can get back into, well, back up to the end of the pack. We're going to have another F1 car come past. And look at that guy. He's pushing them all away. He's actually going to clip the tyres, so he's got damage, probably. I would think so. Into the right hand. And we've still got F1 cars behind us. They're so much bigger. But, oh, no, I'm actually, oh, I can't believe it. I was trying to defend against him, and he's just completely knocked me off the circuit. That's a big crash. I did not expect that at all. But we'll continue on. I think this will be our last lap of the race anyway. So we're going to finish last again. But it goes to show, so the F1 cars, they were still quicker on the karting tracks, but they weren't as quick as on the proper F1 track, as I'm going to go off the circuit one more time. One more spin before the end of this race. But yeah, so they weren't as quick on the karting tracks, which is interesting to see. Obviously not being able to get as much speed as they would have probably been able to accomplish. But there we go, end of the race, cool down lap active. And that has been these 2 races. Okay, well that has been this video, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making this, although we made quite a few mistakes. But it was just, that's just like a nice little experiment for me to do. But yeah, that's it from me. Have an awesome day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.